still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Dug that out well. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. 11 runs added there. Sri Lanka are 11 for none. One
gone and an excellent start to this power play.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over, 7 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka are 18 for none.
With 2 down, they're already ahead of the required run rate quite easily early on.
Power and precision in that shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Nice shot. Runs possible. Straight to the fielder.
just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Cracks off the bat. Nice shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. There's a almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Finds the fielder with that shot. Wow, that's missed the lot. Right out of the middle of the bat. Stunning stop. I thought that was a boundary for sure.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Over Sri Lanka, 46 for 1.
4 gone in the power play, and we've seen some excellent running between the wickets and good shot making, with a little sprinkle of luck as well, of course.
Nicely played.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. That's a boundary save for sure.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Comes down the wicket and drives that in the air. Great attacking play by the batter. 4 more.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. There'll be runs here. Nicely played. Runs 1. End of the over. 9 off it. Sri Lanka 55 for 1.
So at the midpoint of the power play, they're going at an excellent rate, just ahead of the required rate so far.
Nearly gets the edge. Potts with a great delivery there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Good return back from the deep.
Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Well, they needed to come out strong, and they've certainly done that. Averaged 10 plus runs and over, and they've given themselves a strong foundation for the chase ahead.
Overton coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Can't get that outside the ring field. Made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Good shot, a beauty.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Overton shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Couldn't get it through the field.
That was another great delivery. Nice and short and just tacking up that batter. No more of that this over, unfortunately.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Dragged down and put away. Pulled that with great power, and it's been launched into the crowd for a maximum.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Middled that one, great timing.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary. Oh, that's great work in the deep, saved a certain boundary. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Dug that out well. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka a 94 for 2.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Nicely played. Runs 1.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Overstepped on that occasion. Now have to deal with a free hit chance. He runs here.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus. Back to line and length. Shot. At least 2 on offer. 16 runs added there. Sri Lanka 110 for 2.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Too good. That is huge.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Cuts that off well in the infield. Boy, that is so close to leg. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Whatever the bowlers are trying out there, it isn't working. Already past 70, and this innings could get out of hand with more deliveries like that.
Sri Lanka starting to hit their stride now after a big over. England in a whole heap of trouble. And with that, two more fielders can be moved outside the circle. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Misses. That's a big chance going begging. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Brilliant diving stop. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. Sri Lanka are 124 for 3.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Well played. Could be a quick single.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Nice solid defensive shot. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Chance to run two. That over improves their economy rate a bit. They needed it. It was starting to get somewhat messy.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
It's in the air and safe. Should get some runs from that.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. They'll get at least one here. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
No, terrible shot. End of a huge over, 21 from it. Sri Lanka, 154 for 4.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate. Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. How will he reply?
Shot, should be runs here.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Dug that out well. Over. Sri Lanka for 169 for 4.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing's worked.
Doesn't beat the infield. gets the outside edge. Good bowling there. Misses everything. Missed a lot. Nearly gets the edge. Overton with a great delivery there. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka are 181 for 4.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score. Can he come back with a dot ball?
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot. Punches it away to the boundary.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Rashid back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. They'll get at least one here. Lovely shot. Got across and rolled their wrists over the ball. And that'll be 4 more.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Chance to run two.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Nice solid defensive shot. Super shot that. Played. Could be a quick single. End of the over. Sri Lanka 207 for 5.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing has worked. Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
Ahmed shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Middled that one, great timing. Can't get that outside the ring field. Over. Sri Lanka 214 for 5.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Dug that out well. That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
All the way, got it right out of the middle. 6th lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Huge. That has flown.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, any sign of nerves approaching the half century can be forgotten. A brilliant shot for 6.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. 19 runs added there. Sri Lanka 233 for 5.
Well, that was a perfect example of sustained power hitting. What a finish that was.
Oh, superb timing. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Rocks back and dispatches that with absolute disdain. Just beats the infielder though.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, 13 coming from it. Sri Lanka 246 for 5.
It's been a monumental run chase. Nothing has stopped them from conquering this mountain of a total.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. There could be a couple if they hustle. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Was quick onto that in the infield. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Bosey on the way to the crease. Won't be facing just yet though. Oh boy, that is so close to leg. The crowd is electric right now. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Misses. How did that not hit? The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Dug that out well. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Straight to the fielder. Cut off nicely, 4 runs saved.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. They'll get at least 1 here. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Brooke, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. Misses everything. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Overton, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Terrible shot. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Nearly gets the edge. Overton with a great delivery there.
Just 2 to win.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Lovely sweep shot. Didn't try to overhit it, and away goes the ball.
Good return there, back from the deep. They need 1 to win.
Perfectly timed. That's a boundary save for sure. That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.